forecast.
Hey there, good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. We are enjoying another gorgeous sunrise here across the coastal bend. This one coming to us from our downtown studio Skycam. Have the full view for yourself. Another golden glow along the horizon as the sun starts to poke its head up over the bay here. So looking good, but one thing I also want to point out from this view, check out those beautiful Texas colors above the towers there on Shoreline. Yeah, we don't have any problems seeing them this morning. That wind is going to be picking up. Disrespectful winds back in the forecast. So we'll talk about it. 6:37 your time right now on this Wednesday. Let's get you up and out the door with an update on some visibility issues around the coastal bend. So far this morning, this has mainly only been a problem for those of us who are more inland, specifically Jim Wells County, where our reporting station in Alice is reporting just 0.3 of a mile. We head south toward Hebbronville, 5 miles of visibility, 3 now in Kingsville. So as I mentioned before, travel along 281 and some parts of 77, we're likely to encounter that patchy but dense fog. We've also seen some of that fog up by the Victoria Crossroads. If you're taking 37 and you go through Live Oak County, you may also find some of that patchy fog. So just give yourself a little bit of extra time this morning before you head out the door. But other places seeing a perfect 10 in Port Aransas, out in the Bluff, the airport, all the way out to Robstown. So with that in mind, let's talk about what's helping us this morning, because it is still pretty soupy out there, pretty humid, but where we have that wind around 10 miles per hour, things are moving and shaking. So it doesn't give an opportunity for all of that moisture in the air to kind of settle into fog. Other places where we have good visibility, we're just dealing with some general haziness that lets you know that it is a humid start to the morning. And it's because the south-southeast wind direction has been consistent for about 3 days now. And that's really brought our humidity up and our temperatures too. That south wind direction really does help. Look at the temperature difference over the past 24 hours. We've warmed up 10 degrees at the airport versus 6:39 on your Tuesday, 10 in Falfurrias, 11 in Robstown and Beeville, but 15 the big difference in Hebbronville this morning. So here's a look at the temperatures. Most of us in the neighborhood of 60 degrees. We're looking at 66 out on the Bluff at NAS Corpus Christi, 63 up in Rockport. Good morning to you. If you notice, two of these things are not like the others. It's right here in Alice and in Orange Grove where our temperatures are only in the lower 50s. So the cooler temperatures bring us really close to that dew point, and that's where we have some of the issues with that fog. But it'll help to clear up soon once that wind gets picking up. So what's it looking like for the rest of this morning here in Corpus Christi? For that, we turn to the dog walking forecast, where we seem to have had a lot of sleepy puppies this week. This is Gucci, and we are enjoying that nap, but eventually it'll be time to get up and at him, and you might want to do it earlier on, because once the winds get going, there'll be a blowing. Check it out. We'll quickly get through the 60s into the 70s thanks to south winds that by 11 a.m. will already be around 20 miles per hour, gusting higher as we head through the afternoon. And yes, this is some of the windiest weather we tend to see all year. The windiest months at the beginning of the year, April being the winter there, but February, we start to notice those differences. So this isn't unusual, but our wind gusts will pick up to around 30, 35 miles per hour this afternoon, and it's a warm wind from the south that continues on into the evening late tonight. The reason why, we've got weather systems butting heads, high pressure that's been over the Gulf Coast moving away from us, but low pressure with our next weather maker on the way, set to arrive tomorrow evening. So it won't offer us any rain. In fact, no rain over the next 7 days. We're looking at most, maybe some clouds coming back in for late next week. But check out your 7-day forecast. We're staying warm, 82 for the high today, 85 tomorrow. And even after that front, we'll be in those upper 70s for the start of the weekend.